All right, Leo, this one's a little bit difficult, but you are allowing this to happen to you right now, and you don't have to. For me, the message is clear. You're allowing what other people are saying and doing affect you so much to the point where you are wanting to give up on something that you are wanting to accomplish. So from Lay Vampire, jealousy, envy, punishment, and changing course, and then perseverance from Chakra Wisdom. Jealousy is about other people wanting to punish you for the good things that you have. But with perseverance, it's like they're intentionally making you feel like you can't accomplish something. Now, perseverance is saying don't give up, don't stop working towards your goals. You're not seeing it materialize right now, but it's like right there, it's right there. But the only reason why it's not showing up for you is because of other people influencing you right now. All right, Leo. Here's your overall for the week. The Hermit. Now, definitely with the Hermit doing some deep soul searching here, looking at everything that you've been through and looking at, why you did it in the first place, what you've learned through that process, 1 through 9. But, this could be that you are wanting to be left alone, right? Like just needing a minute to yourself to just kind of figure things out, wanting to do something on your own. But what I worry about is, are you putting yourself into isolation, right? But we'll see. We'll see how the Hermit is playing out. Okay. All right. So the Ace of Swords is the past coming through. Immediately with the Hermit, to me, it's like there's a truth. There's a truth that has come out, a truth that you're needing to accept. And with the Hermit, it's like reflecting on that, reflecting on your own personal truth or a truth that, has come out about someone or something, right? But it's absolute mental clarity here. It's like the aha moment, so it could be that here you had a realization, and with the Hermit, it's like needing to look back on, why did I even do this in the first place? Let me look back on all of this and look at that star again and see what it is that I initially wanted in the first place. Now, and I don't feel bad about that. I just feel like some of you are wanting to kind of like be on your own right now. Now, with the Magician being in the present moment, of course, I'm waiting to see what's happening here. But I look at this and I think, right, manifesting that cool ass shit. You have the ability to make something happen here, right? I look at this and I think of initiative from Soul Trees. Having that aha moment, but with the Hermit being the overall, though, are you manifesting something here or are you not? And then I go back to perseverance and think you're trying to, but you're not seeing it yet. Future conditions, the past. So, with the Six of Cups, I go right back to that Ace of Swords. What was it? What clarity came out? What truth came out that made you, keep reflecting back on it? Like you can't keep going back and reflecting on this truth, right? Like you need to make something happen. I think in the present moment you're trying to, but I keep going back to the Hermit and think, why are you reverting to wanting to be left alone to reflect on things? If you already have a truth coming through, what is it about the past that you keep going back to? Is it you needing to let go of the past and needing to accept a truth here? Right? And then I look at the Magician and I think, and none of this is bad, but I look at the Magician and think, if you feel like you've manifested something, right, you don't have to continue to manifest the same thing over and over again. You can create whatever the hell you want, right? You can do this, but do you feel like you can't because you keep reverting back to the past and this truth, Oh, shit. Damn. All right. Your best path to follow, the Tower. You're going to have to make some abrupt changes here. And I think you know that. With the Hermit being the overall, I think that you know that, you understand it, you see it, you know that that is the truth of the situation here. But are you still like going back and like trying to look at the past differently though? It almost has like a hangman type of feel to it. Because you need to make this happen, right? I don't think that with the Tower being in this position, it's not about some shocking event that's happening to you. It's about you needing to make this happen. You need to like make drastic changes. You know, wipe the slate clean and start over. For some of you, it could be that, you know, you're needing to move, make an abrupt move. You know, but it is abrupt, shocking change. You know, and then I go back to the Hermit and think, yeah, you're wanting to be on your own, right? But then looking at it too, though, it's like realizing that everything that you've been working toward is not for you. It's not right for you. You know, because you wouldn't be looking at the Tower as your advice if it was. You know, and that may be the truth that we keep going back to here. Oh, shit. Really? In your environment, the Three of Swords. And I go right back to, you know, this feeling with the Magician. If you feel like you manifested this, you know, it doesn't mean that you have to continuously manifest the same shit. But I think that you're looking at it going, I created this. You know, why are you still with it, though? Because you're not really acting, though, either with the Hermit. With the Three of Swords being in your environment, with the Magician, I mean, absolutely, you know, you could be talking about somebody who has manipulated you and caused you heartbreak, but I don't think that that's it. Because we're talking about self-reflection here and a personal truth. And with the Three of Swords, this is just the circumstances that you're dealing with. Being heartbroken, being betrayed. And then separation. Separation comes up. Wanting to be on your own now. Not wanting to be involved with a situation that is going to continuously cause you pain. You know, but you know this already. You already know this. You know, and with the Ace of Swords, you know, the truth was already there about this. But you're still, like, reflecting on this. You know, I worry that some of you may be blaming yourself. That's what I'm getting around this. That you're blaming yourself for the heartbreak that is happening in your environment right now. But that, I don't feel like, is the truth. Man, oh man. Ooh, wow, damn. Your hopes and your fears, justice, wanting to make things right. You know, I look at this and I think of accountability. But the thing is that if you're blaming yourself, you know, what I worry about here is, you know, do you feel like you need to correct something that you may not have done? Because I don't think that that's it. I don't think that it's your fault, right? Now, if we're talking about a heartbreaking situation in your environment, whether you created it or not, it takes two people for this to happen. You know, I don't think that, you know, you did this if we're talking about another person being involved. Now, definitely you could be causing your own heartbreak here, right? Breaking your own heart with the Three of Swords here because you're not manifesting your own personal truth, which is a possibility. But looking at justice, somebody needs to be held accountable for this, right? There needs to be fairness and balance. You may be hoping that, you know, you can create this in your life, but I still go back to that Hermit and think you want to be alone. You want to be alone here to manifest what the hell you want. And you need things to be fair. You need things to be balanced out, right? Now, this could definitely be about weighing out your options here before you make any drastic changes here with the Tower. But man, you know, I look at that Three of Swords with justice and I think, you man. You know, and it could be that if you're looking to separate from a situation here, that you're hoping that, you know, you're making the right choice. And then coming out the Two of Swords, and you can't. You can't, right? Now, with the Six of Cups being in future conditions, you know, it could definitely be that if you're dealing with heartbreak here, that somebody is looking to, you know, reconnect with you, maybe trying to make things fair, But I don't know. I look at this as this is already in your environment. You need to make drastic changes here. And you're going back to the past, looking at this truth, understanding this truth, but yet you're not really doing anything with the Two of Swords, right? This is not an easy decision to make. I think for you, yeah, you need to think about things here before you make any drastic changes. But the thing is that this is your advice. You need to do this, right? Now, with the Devil, absolutely, we're talking about, the things that are unhealthy, the things that have power over you, the things that make you feel like you are trapped. But you already see this clearly with that Ace of Swords. That truth is there, right? And with the Three of Swords, I worry that you feel stuck with a situation despite the fact that you know it's not healthy. Now, with the Nine of Swords and looking at the Magician, and again with the Three of Swords, you may be thinking that, this is your fault that this is happening, that you created this mess. But those thoughts are not going to help you. They're not going to help you make the right choice for yourself and make, a situation fair and balanced again for you. Now, with Temperance coming out, it's, needing to get balance here before you make this difficult choice. But then also, I feel like you need to be patient with yourself when it comes to getting your thoughts under control, getting your emotions under control. I don't feel like you need to be patient anymore with a difficult situation. I don't think that that's it. I think that balance is what is needed for you so that you're not blaming yourself for something that may have happened, and stop going back to the past. Don't do that anymore. Quit clinging to this past and looking at the truth. The truth is already there. There's no reason to go back and look at it over and over and over again. You know what it is. You see what it is. Man, this is difficult. And I go back to perseverance and I think you're stopping yourself. You are stopping yourself. And it may be because of outside influences with jealousy, absolutely. But then I worry about self-punishment. Like, I don't know where that's coming from, but I get that more than anything looking at this. Are you seeing the clarity of the situation? Are you seeing the past with clarity? Or are you still trying to figure it out here with the Hermit? Deep soul searching needs to be done here because I do feel like some of you are blaming yourself for, the heartbreaking situation that may be happening. This is basically telling you that you need to allow your awareness to expand here, and you need to open up that third eye and start visualizing what you are really wanting here, what you really want to have happen. You don't need to be looking at things from a perspective of this is your fault, blaming yourself, right? Staying in unhealthy situations. You need to expand that awareness and understand that you can manifest whatever the hell you want, right? Wow, Leo, damn. I was kind of hoping, though, that with the third eye, I look at that and I think the crown chakra, But it's really about you being able to visualize, right? Like, you are responsible for manifesting the things in your life. And if you manifested this, you can manifest something better, goddammit, right? And then the only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus from the problem back to love. Not bad. So, you need to be open to receiving better things, right? But you are responsible for manifesting those better things, and you have to be open to that and, needing to take your focus off of the difficulty that is in your environment right now. Damn, Leo, this one's deep. Stop punishing yourself, stop blaming yourself, stop feeling like you can't accomplish goals. And all of that is false. And then I look at the Devil and I look at the Tower and I'm like, yeah, no. Whatever is happening right now, It's not your fault. But you know that. You know that truth. You see that truth, right? But, stop reflecting back on that truth in the past, with the past being here, right? Open up to that awareness and understanding that you can create what you want this time. You don't have to be stuck with things that are going to strip you of hope, make you feel like everything is your fault, because I get that from this, right? Make that choice to break that habit. The past does not need to keep repeating itself in the same way. It's funny because it's not the Wheel of Fortune here, but the past, the things that have happened in the past, that is what's going to make it difficult for you to make the choice here to make the drastic changes that you need to. All right, Leo. So again, right, general messages, it's not going to be for everybody, but I do think that some of you may be blaming yourself for creating a heartbreaking situation. Now, the other thing that I'm getting from this is, with the Two of Swords and the Six of Cups, it's not that easy to make the choice here to go back to a happier time, a better past, right? Because the Six of Cups is about happy memories, right? But then I also see you constantly reflecting back on a truth, a personal truth, a truth that came out about a heartbreaking situation here, or somebody breaking your heart, right? But then I also worry about you feeling like you are responsible for creating this, like you manifested this, but you can't keep beating yourself up over that. I feel like the big time message here is that if you can manifest difficult, heartbreaking situations, you can manifest something better, right? You are responsible for creating the things that happen to you. You are responsible for creating your own happiness, for manifesting the things that you want, right? And I go back to looking at jealousy and perseverance and think, is this about self-punishment here? And you feeling like you can't materialize or manifest the things that you actually want? Are you breaking your own heart? Which is another possibility, but coming out on this, clearly the situation is unhealthy. Now, it could be that, you need to be accountable here for bad habits, but with the Nine of Swords, right, I keep going back to this feeling of self-sabotage. I do think that some of you are in unhealthy situations here. You may be blaming yourself for that, but Temperance is saying, oh no, you need to get yourself in check, right? Like, get that balance back. I don't feel like it's about being patient with anything anymore. It's your own equilibrium and balance that's more important right now. Stop reflecting back on the past, right? You can create whatever the hell you want, and clearly, there is a need for some drastic change. But with the Hermit being there, I worry that instead of actually making the drastic changes that you need to make, that you just keep kind of going back to, what has happened. Keep going back to the truth. Keep going back to, a happier past, but then not actually doing anything. And it could just be that you need to be left alone for a minute to do some more deeper soul searching. Because clearly with the Three of Swords being in your environment, there isn't happiness. This one's a little bit heavy, and this one is deep here. Don't blame yourself for something that may have happened. That's not going to help you. That's not going to help the situation, right? If you need to make amends here and make things fair and balanced, then, do what you need to. But I don't know. I look at that and I think you're needing to make a choice here. A choice to make some really big changes. Drastic, shocking changes, but needing to make sure that things are fair and balanced for you, right? Now, definitely, if somebody has done something to you, it's about hoping that, they will be held accountable for that. But, I don't know. With you already blaming yourself for what may have happened, it looks like it's more about you needing to make a fair and balanced choice for yourself. And hoping that you'll be able to do that and correct the situation for you because of the Hermit being there. Now, with the Soul Trees, again, wow, man, You need to allow your awareness to expand here, open up that third eye, and start visualizing the things you actually want to manifest. Because again, if you can manifest heartbreak, you can manifest something better than that. Now, receive with love and appreciation, with the only thing that is real is love. You need to be open to receiving better things here, and you need to take your focus off of the problem, right? And get back to a place of loving yourself, loving your life. You know, be open to somebody trying to give you love, you know, despite the fact that you may feel like all you manifest is heartbreak, you know, which I kind of worry about too looking at this. But, you know, I for this week, self-reflection is more important, but don't keep going back to a truth that you already know. You know, you need to make something happen here drastically with the Tower. You know, don't keep yourself in isolation here and feel like you can't make anything happen other than negative things. And don't blame yourself anymore for what may have happened.